All right, and go ahead.
All right, so you're going to fold it in half. Put it around your neck. Pull your hair out. And then the idea is one end of it's going to go through the top, and then one end is going to come up through the bottom. So pull through the top and just hold it out of the way. And then I just think kind of push through the bottom. And there you go. And then you can just adjust and play with it.
Very cool. And then Andrea, do you want to just keep us going, then call in the next person?
I think I already muted myself. Did you hear me,
there you
Stella?
No, I did not. All right. I am Stella Vojtelevich, Stella W. and Associates, and I am an applied improvisation practitioner above all else. Because I like to problem solve in the real world. My exercise is walking at the mall 3 times a week with the seniors, and they make me feel young because they are 80 years and older. I also come, stop laughing, Marilyn. And when I come home, I also work out with weights and bands and do some stretching. So I do that 3 times a week. It takes about an hour to an hour and a half. My favorite scarf is the one I'm wearing because I live in an old house and it drapes over my shoulder and it keeps me nice and warm. If I want something lighter, I have my favorite infinity scarf. And all I do is take it, wrap it around, put a little knot in it. When I can find the circle, just slip it over my head. And that way I've got a nice thin scarf that gives me a flattering V-neck. I'll adjust the knot. It gives me a flattering V-neck. I'm comfortable. And yet I don't feel like I'm making myself a turtle and cutting myself off at the chin. So it's just a very simple knot to keep it, and it's below the screen because usually I sit about like this. So no one will know that I'm wearing that. It's just very simple.
It's a good point too, Stella, on now that we're in Zooms, we're really only seeing, from about the chest up.
Mm-hmm.
So that signature scarf, especially if it has a pop of color design, that's intentionally why I wore black today. So when we were doing the scarves, the scarf would have that accent color against it. Very cool.
Okay, any questions? All right, Allison.
No, I don't have a scarf tying.
Okay, just introduce yourself.
Alison Jolliffe. In transition, my way of keeping fit is to do exercise class 3 times a week. It used to be in person, it's now on Zoom. So weights and bands, as all ladies over 50 should be doing. And I also am the accountability partner for the rest of the family, getting the men out for a walk most days. Thank you.
Okay.
I need to volunteer someone, do I?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa.
Well, good morning. I'm Lisa Bauer. I'm actually crashing this event because I live in Ann Arbor, but to Brenda's point, I was excited about learning about scarves, so that's why I'm here this morning. But good to see some familiar faces. My company helps employers support their working parents, particularly in this difficult time of virtual learning for children and working from home. And we also run small group learning pods. So next door to me, I've got 20 elementary students doing their virtual online school. In terms of exercise, I'm glad to hear that women over 50 should be doing this. I've got about 5 months left before I hit that target myself. Right now, I think my only exercise is sometimes I will lift my wine glass with my left hand as well, so that I have equal balance between my left and my right arm. So that's pretty much all that I'm doing at this point. And I wish I had a technique to share, but as I said, I'm here more to learn from others. Oh, and I have to pick someone now, which means I need to go to gallery view. How about Kendra?
Hi, I'm Kendra Corman with H2H Consulting. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, good. So to keep fitness alive, so this year, so I did really great at the beginning of the pandemic. I took a walk every day. It was sleeting, it was raining. I just took a walk because I had the time. Somewhere around October, November, December, my little watch told me that I was not standing every hour. Like I'd like to just walk down the hall at least once an hour because I get stuck at my desk a lot. So I think, so I give you guys a lot of credit who's doing everything there. So my scarf tying is, I wear scarves like every day, pretty much. My office is freezing in the summer. It's hot in the winter, but it's cold when I drive to the office. So, because I actually do drive to my office. And I'm lazy, so I just literally throw it on. And unlike the fun one that Andrea showed us, I just pull it through and call it a day. So it's just a quick way to walk out the door with my scarf. So thank you. And then Carol, I love your purpley, I think it looks purpley blue scarf. So I'll put you next.
Here, yes, sorry, I'll unmute. Yes, it is purple, and it's like my only scarf. I don't wear scarves ever. So I had bought this for a Halloween costume, for a Frida costume. So anyway, I'm Carol Ward. I'm with Franetta, Michigan. Franetta is short for Franchise Network. I help place people in the franchise businesses. And I'm also, as Brenda was saying, I'm a co-chair of 2 different affinity groups within Inforum. For those in career transition, Sherry, and I think Allison has been to some of our meetings. There's a group called Women on the Move. There's a Southeast Michigan one, which I co-chair with Diane Freeman. And then there's some Western Michigan. They meet twice a month. So we have a I Am Remarkable meeting coming up. It's the 3rd Tuesday, which is I think the 19th at 2 p.m. But anyway, you'll leave the meeting feeling so great and realizing how remarkable you are. So anyone can really come to that. It's not really just for people in career transition. So I don't, like I said, these scarves I don't wear very much, but I did one time forget my mask when I was picking up Chipotle. And I will show you what I did with my scarf. I have my outdoor, my warm fuzzy scarf on. And so I put it around my face twice. And it was multi-layer because it's this fuzzy one. And that was how I rocked the scarf. So anyway, but I love when people wear them. I just don't ever do it. So, and exercise, I walk and listen to podcasts. And even when I walk, my steps are down from before because I don't go, I'm sitting in my house all day in the office. So, and then I popcorn over to Sherry.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, what's
Oh,
up?
to Sherry. After you.
Yeah, with Sherry.
Oh, I was looking at you, Sherry. You just spoke. Yeah, what is it?
Gabrielle?
Uh-huh.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see two. Yeah, that's right. We have 2.
No problem. Good morning, everybody. My name is Sherry. I'm working for MRM. It's an ad agency, but I have the pleasure of being able to be at home. I spent most of the last year in the pandemic in the office, so I'm happy to be back home. Keeping fitness alive is a little bit of a challenge, but my new favorite is online through Beachbody. It's like a bar blend, so it's not too cardio. I have some knee issues. I do try to walk, but I'm not very consistent. So I would love, Andrea, some tips on how I can just make it a consistent thing. So I brought a couple different scarves, but one that means a lot to me. In September 2019, I got to go to Ireland with my mom. So this is a scarf from Ireland. But like Kendra said, like I'm pretty lazy. So I usually just take it and go like that, and then I'm good to go. So like, I don't have a whole lot of great tips. Oh, I gotta pass it, don't I? Hold on, let me switch views. I'll pass it to Ashley.
Hello, Ashley Lesser. I'm an environmental engineer currently in transition. I'm actually excited. I have an interview next Friday, so things are going decently so far. Just in trying to enjoy the time and that I have. So fitness wise, I have been really lucky to find a gym I absolutely love. I've probably been going there since they opened about 5 years ago. And for the most part, that's what I do. It's a little bit tricky this time of year with the pandemic and everything. They're doing some virtual classes. I'm supplementing those with some online ones. But I find that if there aren't other people expecting me to be somewhere to work out, I don't, even though I kind of like it. As far as scarves, I usually don't wear them. I actually had to get a scarf for this, and I'm really enjoying seeing how it looks on Zoom, just because it takes a t-shirt and takes it to a whole nother level with very low effort. So thank you for giving me the excuse to discover scarves. I got this one. I was taking up almost the whole screen. Yeah, so I just picked up this one and I like it so far. But you guys are gonna have to teach me because I have no idea what I'm doing. Also, I have a noisy cat.
We like noisy cats. Hey, Ashley, if you're done, go ahead and pick someone to pass the torch.
How about Donna?
Thanks, Ashley. I work at TCF Bank as an organizational development consultant. And as far as fitness, I've always been one to wake up at 3:30 in the morning, work out. But what we've added recently at work is a workplace hustle. And I found that the people I'm competing with are ultra competitive. So definitely during the week makes you get up and move. So that's been very helpful. I actually have an ask for the scarf tying. I have no tips to add, but I have this very interesting scarf, which I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see, but it's a loop and it's very wide on the sides. And I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this. So if any of you have an idea, I would love to know, besides wrapping around my neck about 3 times, how else I could wear it. And I'm going to pass it on to Carnita.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Carnita Hunt. I'm in transition, seeking an HR director leadership role. People, processes, and systems is what I like to do. I keep fitness alive by portion control. I fail otherwise. No, there's no physical activity going on with me right now. One time, I do wear scarves, but one of the ways that I used it pre-pandemic was when I flew, I don't like putting my head on the seats, and I don't like, planes are decompressed, so there are a lot of odors, and I'm very sensitive to smell. So I just wrap it around my head like this and just fly like this. Once I sit down, of course. So, just a practical way to use a scarf. I am going to pass it on to Deb.
Hi, good morning, ladies. I love scarves and I have lots of them. My favorite have sparkles on them, which, that's kind of my go-to. I put a little sparkle on me. As far as fitness, I've been missing my Bikram classes. So I was a big Bikram yoga 4 times a week, 105 degrees, 90 minutes. So that's been a real missing. Now, what I was smart enough to do, I of course didn't realize it at the time. I started using this app called Noom, Noom, and I've never been able to lose weight with any amount of focus. It seems like it would work for maybe 30 minutes, and then I was off of it eating cookies. So, but I found with the Noom app, I actually did have some success. I just got back from a month in Florida, which was amazing that I was even able to do that in my new free agent world. I'm a free agent. So, but what I found was I left Michigan at 157 and I actually came back to Michigan at 155 and I woke up yesterday morning to 154. So there's something about it. So it's a different way of thinking about dieting. It's a lifestyle, which we've all heard 100 times. It's a lifestyle, but they really get into the psychology and go a deep dive. So that's kind of work for me, but I'm definitely still looking for, I'm so with you, Ashley, on I need a group class to motivate me because on my own, I'm not motivated. So that's kind of where I'm at. And let me see, who should I go to? How about Sherry Underwood?
Good morning, my friend Deb. I haven't seen you for a long time. And also to everybody else in the group. I am a sales aficionado in transition, and that's a recent thing, but it's a good thing. And I'm really excited about my next transition. So I can't see myself right now. I'm still seeing Deb. I'm not sure what screenshot I need to do because it's kind of good to use this as a mirror, but I'm going to demonstrate the scarf and the hair. So if you have a long, slender scarf, then what you'll do is you'll start at the back like this. And then you come up through, once around and once back down, and tie it in the back. And then you got a little bit of a decoration beyond your hair as well. So there, that is my contribution. And I will choose Deb Roy.
Good morning. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, although the sound does seem odd.
Hang on. I'm having a lot of trouble here with mine.
We can hear you. You're
Can
good.
you hear me? Okay, that's fine. I'm Deb Roy. I work at Blue Cross. I am inspired by you ladies that are keeping fitness alive because I am not. I did adopt a little dog from the Humane Society. Thank you, Deb Scola, in December. So now I'm taking walks with him. So as far as scarves, I have a lot of scarves, but I was looking to you ladies for inspiration because I don't know how to do anything exciting, just the usual standard stuff. So let's see, I need to pass it on, but I can't see people. So let me see. I have S. Robbins. I'll pass it to you.
Good morning. I'm Susan Robbins with Signature Associates. I'm a project manager for development and construction. I'm glad I was able to join you guys today. Thanks for all the tips. I don't typically wear scarves a lot. I have very thin hair, so I end up with like the big knot in my hair if I try to wear them. So they're only for hair up days. So this one, I think it's called Waterfall. And when you have a scarf that has like a pretty design on it, you start with one end a little bit shorter. And then when you wrap around once, and you get to the other side, you kind of take that end corner and you bring it around and tuck it in the back. And then just kind of shape this. And that way you can kind of see the pattern, and it gives like a nice color all the way down your front. So staying fit. My husband and I, since we can't go to the gym, I've been trying the videos for the Pilates and the yoga classes. Really not the same. They're a little bit shorter and a little bit hard to be committed to. But my husband and I have taken up winter hiking. We've done a lot of hiking over the summer, and we're around a lot of state parks. And so just going out for a couple hours and walking in the woods, it's been really mild. And with the snow and everything, that's just been really enjoyable. So get out and get some sunshine if you can, right? I'm trying to look and see who hasn't gone. Gabrielle, have you gone? All right.
No, I haven't.
I'm going to pass it to Gabrielle then.
Okay, great. Hi, I am Gabrielle Eckstrom. I am a technical writer by trade, but I am currently in transition as well. So I am looking for work at this point in time. I used to wear scarves a lot when I lived in Germany. It was like the height of fashion. So I would wear a scarf every day. Unfortunately, I don't have one to show here right now, but one of my tips that I would use is I noticed the like the big square scarves. I would fold it in half, and then you get a large triangle, and you get the same look as was just described, where you get kind of that waterfall look in the front. You leave the center of the triangle open in the front, and then you just wrap both ends around, so that you kind of have two tails and you can tuck them in and under. That's the best description I can do right now. But as far as exercise, I'm extremely active. Especially in the summertime, I try and get 8 miles in walking my dog every day. And then otherwise, I exercise at home on the elliptical or just walk around a lot. And then I'm looking at everybody who's, Donna, have you? Okay. I'm also on my phone, so scrolling through. Marilyn, have you been called on?
Hi, thank you. I can run. Whoops, did I disappear?
Yep, there you are.
There we are. Okay, let me go back to, there's the speaker view. Thanks, Stella. Am I on speaker view with you? Because like someone else shared, I'm not, oh, I see myself in the corner, but Stella, you're nice and big on my screen.
We can see you nice and big, Marilyn. You're good.
Okay, sounds good. Good morning, Marilyn Updike Consulting Group. We're all about developing leaders and facilitating solutions, and that involves a lot of strategic planning, design of retreats, and things like that for clients. I am easing into transition, into retirement. I actually started my company 22 years ago this month. So it's been a great run as a free agent, as Deb calls it, and it's a great way to think about it too. Free Agent Nation, Daniel Pink, great book if you haven't read it. Exercise, disaster. I am an outdoor walker person. I do that whenever I can. It's getting harder and harder. I do jump on the treadmill, and I run up and down my stairs, and I chase my 10 grandchildren. But I also have found that if I listen to books, this is going to sound crazy, but not the good stuff. I want to read those and not podcasts. I go for the junky historical novels that are free on my Kindle. And that's what I listen to when I walk, and I get sucked into some crazy novel, and that works for me. But I definitely need some help on the exercise, and I'm looking forward to getting down to Florida to help me do that. I'm not good with scarves. What you see here, actually, though, this was a gift from my sister, and I just have to show it to you. I have a sister who's a CEO in California, and this is hand painted silk by an artist that she sent the card with, and very much my colors, so love it. but with short hair, I don't like a lot at the back of my head. It's not like, Stella's nodding, but those of you with long hair, you can like put your hair over, but scarves always smack hair, and I don't like a lot around my neck anyway. My go-to is to just take a light scarf, do that, and bring the ends down, because the other thing that I'm always very conscious of, we're all women on here. I'm big busted, and I don't want to nipple through my clothes. I don't, and it happens. All of a sudden you catch yourself in the mirror and go, crap, what? How did that happen? So I rigged the scarf so that it covers my boobs. So that's how I do with my light scarves, and you can always do this. And Carlita, I am with you. The primary time that I wear scarves is travel. I have been, I'm a world traveler a lot. I have been a mask wearer and a scarf around my face person for years. I actually got SARS traveling back in 2003. So I'm one of the folks who has after effects of one of those things, and I have compromised lungs because of it. So I've been very careful in the pandemic, but I always travel with a scarf over my face when I'm in an airplane. So that's that. Thank you, everybody. And it's always great to see everybody. Is anybody who hasn't gone, put your hand up so we can.
I haven't gone.
Okay, Lee, why don't you jump in then? That would be great.
Thank you. And so Lee Moss, and I'm glad to follow you, Marilyn, because I have very small boobs. So I wear scarves to cover my small boobs. Just the opposite issue. And I have no special scarf things. I'm a wrapper, and then it falls right in front of my boobs. That's it. No other special techniques. Wrap and falls right in front. I think we're supposed to talk about where we are. I'm a business law attorney, have been for 25 years, and have been very busy over the last year with the pandemic, helping businesses stay afloat, which I'm always happy to do, help them through this crisis. And for exercise, I'm not very good. We do own a Peloton bike, and other members of the family are using it regularly. I'm more of a stretching. I like to stretch. So that's what I do for exercise. I like to stretch. So I think that covers ground for me. And I had the same question. Has anyone else not had a chance to go yet?
We have Sheryl Carr and Melissa Mahalko, according to my records. Am I right?
Do you want me to hop in?
Go ahead, and then Sheryl can come in. She's another one of our Fab Five leaders.
So I'll hop in. Thank you guys for being patient. I was at the car dealership, so I was enjoying watching everybody tie scarves. I like to travel as well, and I pick up a scarf every time I go somewhere. I probably have a full drawer filled with like 30 scarves total. I work in HR, so I wear them a lot to work. I'm wearing one now, and I'm not sure if anybody's done this technique, so apologize for getting it in the car. It's another one of those simple techniques. It goes with a non-infinity scarf, and you can make it an infinity scarf by tying a knot in the end. And people at work like to make fun of me because I wear scarves all the time, and they call it the cowboy style, because you essentially tie the knot, you pull it tight up to your neck, and then you loop it around, and then essentially it hangs like a bandana, hence a cowboy / outlaw. So that's kind of what you got, car version. Good to go, and then we'll let the last leader take it away.
Okay. Thank you. I feel like I have no new ideas with my scarves. My name is Sheryl Carr. I work at Walsh College. I work with students and alumni and assist them with their job search, as well as I work with employers to let them know how we have free job postings. And if you want to hire a Walsh student or alumni, I'm the person to talk to, do employer development. So it's fun. I really enjoy assisting people and helping them in any way I can. So I'm actually working remote in Florida in my mother's bedroom. I extended my vacation over Christmas. So I'm here by myself with her, my 92-year-old mom, and she let me borrow her scarf. She only has one. So I feel like this is a gift of time that I have with her. So this is her house. I'm really proud of her living on her own still. So I would say I do love to exercise. I'm kind of addicted to running, and I'm still able to do that. So that's great. I've been running about 5 miles a day every day here. At home, I run on a treadmill. But I do try to balance it out with some weights. And since I used to go to classes and run less, but I don't have classes anymore because of the pandemic. So if anybody knows any free online classes, that's what I'm looking for to do. And so that's about it. I'm thrilled to be here and join you from sunny Florida, going home tomorrow.
I think that's everybody. If you haven't spoken, raise your hand, but otherwise I think it's done. Andrea, you see anybody? Okay. My list is done.
All right, so I'm going to stop the recording now. So thank you everybody for watching. This is Inforum Troy, scarf tying, shared along.